Hello everyone, it's Suzanne Hart here, and I have a question for you. When I say the word conflict, what comes up for you? Really, what comes up for you? I know for me, what used to come up was negativity. Something I should avoid, something I should try to control, and something that was often very scary for me. I saw conflict as aggressive, loud, and negative. What I soon began to realize, it was my working definition of conflict that was not serving me. And my working definition of conflict, because it was negative, violent, aggressive, that it had me be not self-expressed. In other words, I wouldn't share my opinions, my thoughts, and if I disagreed with someone, I often wouldn't let them know because I was afraid of the repercussion, the potential conflict. As I've grown, what I've realized is no change or growth can happen in my world, in my life, without conflict. And that conflict is the precursor to change and growth. When there's conflict in my world or conflict in your world, all that's being indicated to you is it's time for change or it's time for growth. And the opposing energies, the opposing points of views, the opposing philosophies, the opposing ideas are really just letting you know that something in your life needs to shift and you have to take 100% responsibility for a choice and a decision. That's truly all it is. So now I look at conflict as this positive thing that is a precursor to change and growth in my life. I also understand that I can't grow without those two opposing things occurring. Does conflict have to be aggressive and violent? Absolutely not. They're two opposing points of views, beliefs, or ideas. It is how we choose to handle it and express it that determines the energy to which you experience it, right? So if I go into a conflict ready for a fight, then that's what I'm going to get back. When I go into a conflict closed-minded and judgmental, that's probably what I'm going to get back. When I go into a conflict, however, choosing to be open, choosing to be in a position where I'm listening and hearing the other person, choosing to be accepting and not judgmental, what it does is it creates an open space for communication. I can hear someone's opinion, they are able to hear my opinion, and from that place, we each get to powerfully choose. Now, the interesting thing is conflict resolution is not that we both agree. That's never what it is. It's not that I win you over to my opinion. Conflict resolution is that you get to hear me, I get to hear you, and we both get to powerfully choose. And sometimes we may choose different. You see, what I've learned in this thing called conflict is often conflict goes wrong when you or I try to control the choices and decisions of another person. I'll say that again. Conflict goes awry or becomes uncomfortable when you or I try to control the choices, opinions, and actions of another person. Conflict goes beautifully well when I sit in acceptance and I understand that that person can freely choose how they choose to be, what they choose to say, how they choose to behave, and as do I. And it is when I am accepting of the other person's choice and they are accepting of mine. So when my working definition of conflict changed as an opportunity for me to change, grow, and expand, I began to embrace conflict. So now when conflict is at my doorstep, I go, wow, this is going to be an exciting time. It's an opportunity for me to learn and grow. I hope this serves you. Take care. I'd love to hear your opinion.